Starting January 7th, the Department of Education will begin garnishing the wages of student loan borrowers in default. They're starting with about 1,000 people, then scaling up month by month. By law, they can take up to 15% of your after-tax income as long as you're left with at least $217 per week. The Treasury Offset Program resumed earlier this year, which means they're already seizing tax refunds and Social Security benefits from defaulted borrowers. More than 5 million borrowers are currently in default, and that number could reach 10 million soon. Trump signed a bill that phased out the SAVE plan, which was helping 7 million people afford their payments. If you're struggling to pay, they've taken away the lifelines and brought out the collection agencies. Joe Biden promised to cancel at least $10,000 in student debt when he ran for president in 2020. He didn't act until August of 2022, a year and a half into his term. And when he finally did, the Supreme Court struck it down 9 months later. Biden helped create this crisis. As a senator from Delaware, the credit card capital of America, he was one of the biggest champions of the 2005 bankruptcy bill that made student loans nearly impossible to discharge in bankruptcy. The student loan industry spent $9 million lobbying for that bill, and Biden received over $500,000 from credit card companies and financial services during that period. Elizabeth Warren said at the time that without Biden's support, the bill would have been dead. When Warren called Biden to cancel $50,000 in debt through executive action on day one, he refused. Nancy Pelosi came out publicly saying that President Biden didn't have that power, that it has to go through Congress. Her campaign treasurer was a billionaire Democratic donor named Stephen Sweet, whose organization had been circulating memos arguing against executive action on student debt. Obama's former economic advisors, Larry Summers and Jason Furman, attacked Biden's modest forgiveness plan as reckless and inflationary. These are the voices that dominate economic policy in the Democratic Party. The College for All Act, introduced by Bernie Sanders and Pramila Jayapal, would cancel all federal student loan debt for 45 million Americans and make public college tuition-free going forward. It's funded by a Wall Street speculation tax that raises over $200 billion a year. The incumbent in my district will not co-sponsor this bill. When I'm elected, I'll co-sponsor the College for All Act on day one, because working people shouldn't be punished for trying to get an education while Wall Street gets bailouts.